So much emotion, so much history, so much tradition on the line. Rick Pitino going for win number 900 against his son, Richard Pitino. They were down by as much as 16 points and rumbled their way back to an 88-83 win. A day of comebacks in college hoops right here on TNT Sports. This is the TNT Sports College Basketball post-game show. Adam Lefkoe, Jalen Rose, Monster Mash, Coach Bruce Pearl. Wow. We were sitting here. It was all Xavier up big time, and then St. John's came roaring back.
You know, St. John's has a level of toughness that they can play with, and that's what their coaches continue to try to pull out from them. So for them, this is not a really knockdown shooting team, but they're going to beat you on the boards. They're going to beat you on second chance points. They're going to get you after your own defense. If you're not going to play defense with Coach Pitino, you're not going to play.
Correct.
And for them to be down 16 in the second half, led by Darling in a lot of ways, I think he scored all of his points in the second half. And it wasn't just how he just turned the corner and made the layup. He made a big three, and even the layup late, even though it got contested, him driving forced the big to come help, and it led to an offensive rebound.
Worried about him blowing by. That was the very next time down the court, came back and hit that three. They've been waiting for this all year.
Yeah, they've been waiting for that kid to really step up and show out. He was that transfer point guard that they expected a lot from. Struggled early part of the year, but congratulations, Coach Pitino, on his 900 victory. I've been a part of that man's career as a player. And he's one of the greatest teachers of the game, and you can still see the intensity in his eyes, the way he coaches, the way he loves his players. The players love him, but great victory on the road. I know it's beating his son is a tough one, but trust me, Coach Pitino's a competitor.
He said, I'll be doing this to get 1,000. You believe that he can do that? He can keep it going?
I think Coach Pitino, he's one of those guys that I've seen, even when he was out of college basketball, he went to Greece, coached Panathinaikos, and then coached the Greece national team. Greece is a lovely place, but it's not the United States to coach basketball. So he's a basketball lifer. If you look that up in the dictionary, you'll have his picture in there.
6-game winning streak for St. John's, now 8-1 to start the Big East. We could talk about this game. You could talk about the legacy of Pitino. You could talk about father-son, open court.
The best I've ever gone up against was Rick Pitino. He knew what I wanted to do. He knew how to stop it. And I think you're right, Mash. I think he's got plenty of gas left in the tank. Guys, sometimes you just don't want to go to halftime. I mean, sometimes you don't. The way Providence was playing in the first half, they don't want to go to halftime. Ed Cooley gets them all organized. They start yelling at Ed Cooley at halftime. His players rise up. Georgetown come back. Xavier couldn't have played any better. What do you got to do to beat St. John's? Like Jalen Rose said, keep them off the boards, no second chance points. In the second half, St. John's physically dominated and won the game. This is a big for St. John's now. They've won several road games in the Big East. That is hard to do. That is a separator. I can hardly wait to those UConn St. John's games a little later on in the season.
So when I watch a game, I like to say, is it a good win or a bad loss? And I just want to hear, out of curiosity, for those two games you just referenced, because to me, that was a terrible loss for Providence for a multitude of reasons. So I just want to hear how you feel like that might affect their coaching staff going forward even.
Well, I think that's a devastating loss for Kim English and Providence, and especially the way they had the game and then the way they lost it. We were talking at halftime about how well they played, and then you got to know how to win.
And we got those highlights coming up. Just to your question, though, was that a good win for St. John's or a rough loss there for Xavier?
Unfortunately, it was both. It was a great win because it was a road win, but now to lose at Creighton like Xavier did with a chance to win,
the last
and then
second.
To lose that game when Trey Carroll puts him on his back and has 31.
Yes.
You know, that's hard to...
Trey Carroll.
I know Rick feels for Richard right now.
But at the end of the day, what has Xavier actually done? Richard has put his stamp on that program, that they're going to play hard. He's going to recruit kids. They're going to play offense. So I think he's building a foundation. Let's not lose that as well.
And congrats to St. John's not getting stuck in Cincinnati. But shout out Trey Carroll. That's 89 points in the last 3 games for him. Nova taking on UConn. The UConn team that everyone kind of thought they're just going to pull away as the cream of the crop in the Big East. Well, Solo Ball had him in a dogfight. Second half, just over 5 minutes left. Tyler Perkins, 16 and 10, the bully ball lay. Caravan distance. They're going to pull away, right? They're going to pull away, right? 1:10 left. Matt Hodge, corner 3, off the inbounds. You can't lose him. Nova up by 2. 51 seconds left. The floater tap is good for Taris Reed. The volleyball bounce A double-double for him. Closing seconds, Caravan can't get a shot off, and we're going to overtime. And in overtime, you cannot give the Huskies extra time. It was all UConn. Solo ball finished with 24. Silas Demery Jr. gets the win. UConn survives.
I love the way UConn is playing at this particular time. One caution for the win for them is they got to take care of the basketball, especially in late game situations.
15 straight wins for UConn. UConn's been in a lot of fights this year, but sometimes it helps you out when you get to March. You know what it's like to play in close games. We have seen Providence and Georgetown in many close games.
Yeah.
Neither team able to pull it out. What happens when they face each other? Georgetown Providence started with a bang.
Welcome home, Coach Cooley. Welcome home.
I should have said started with a boo. Yeah, not always welcome. Again, it was all Providence early in this one.
Yeah, they did a really good job in the first half of protecting their home floor, knocking down shots, playing with intensity. But like Coach said, sometimes you don't want to go into halftime.
And, Coach, what happened after halftime?
Well, I think that Providence was playing the score, and they weren't continuing to just play basketball. You know, this team does not know how to win. They don't know how to close games. They've been in a lot of close games. Yeah, this looks early. You're up 20, but you got to keep playing ball. You got to keep defending. And the Achilles heel, there is no ball pressure on Georgetown. Georgetown played zone in the first half, man the second half, and Providence got standing around offensively. And the pressure, all the pressure was on Providence at home late to win this game.
It was a slow drip. It felt inevitable.
Yep. One thing I've noticed all my years of playing basketball, you can always tell a bad team because they come out in the second half and they don't produce and they can't close the door. We've seen that from Providence consistently, and to me, it's their daily habits, not closing out on certain things, taking shortcuts, and those things come up and bite you at the end of the game.
We would sit there and watch the end of this game, and Ed Cooley, what a difference 20 minutes can make.
Yeah.
From getting booed and going, I might be in trouble, to now going back and getting vengeance. Here are the updated conference standings. UConn still up there. Again, St. John's 8-1 in conference, 15-5, and a lot of their losses are looking better and better as those other teams are winning. Villanova hanging tight with UConn is a statement into itself. Some of these teams that had the early successes, Seton Hall has fallen off a bit. Villanova has remained consistent when I think we believe maybe it could end sooner than it would.
Well, I think it's great coaching. Coach Willard has done an amazing job. I think it's great guard play.
Yep.
Offense is harder than defense, and I think Villanova is going to be in the game. They're going to be in every game. They're going to be able to make shots. This is an interesting league. It's a really, really good league. It's a fun. I don't think people are expecting this. They're expecting, and it's good enough to get UConn ready for the Final Four. I think UConn's the only team in the league that's a Final Four. St. John's getting better.
When you look at Villanova and you look at Bryce Lindsey only having 3 points and they were still in the game, he's a three-point shooter and a scorer. So imagine if he had just 12 points, the game outcome would have been different. But also give credit to UConn. He's at the top of the scouting report for them.
Well, UConn has an identity under Hurley. And the one thing about them being in close games, that's what I mentioned about Michigan.
Yes.
They've been blowing people out by 25 and 30 all year, got into a close game and didn't know how to finish. That's what's going to be good for UConn as the season progresses. They play in a lot of close games.
The more you win, the more you survive, the better you get at those skills. We saw that from Georgetown. We saw that from St. John's.